She's a beautiful country. 7,000 islands, all dancing in her sea, lonely in their beauty. Don't mind the heat. There's water everywhere. But the ocean, it seems, has been waving goodbye since the day I left her shores. I stuck out like a palm tree in the middle of an orange grove my first day in an American classroom when the first thing the cool kids asked was how to say every curse word in the book. But paalam is the Tagalog word for goodbye. It rolls right off the tongue like a tropical breeze, a combination of two words, paa, meaning foot, and alam, meaning knowing, as if to say my feet would always know the way home. Coming home, I imagine it would feel different from the day I left her shores. The door, not quite so large as I remember. The stairs, not as steep. The halls, not so loud. The dogs, not as nimble. I fear a house, not quite as warm to a young man coming home who no longer resembles the boy who used to leave the gate wide open. I fear eyes, fearful of my tattooed skin, afraid that they might think that this was my way of hiding my Americanized shade. A brown boy living in white man country is susceptible to change. This tongue, now washed out by my daily conversations, struggles sometimes to keep up with the memory of my mouth, muscling words into sentences my grandmother will still understand. It's been 15 years since the day I left the Philippines. When I return, will my smile come across as foreign? The son of a motherland who has not called home in 12 years, who's never written a letter, who's never sent a photograph, whose uncles still remember a young boy, barely 12 years old and smiling, his neck craning towards America, but his bones rooted by the mango tree outside the house he was raised in. No wonder growing up seemed so difficult. America, yes, she's been good to me, but I've lived as good a life as any but in my country, where the ocean is filled with so much typhoon. I am afraid of being spit out by a storm, who will not recognize me as her own, that she will taste the allegiance I have pledged to a brand new citizenship, smell the dollar on my skin, be reminded of her people's poverty, and decide I am too expensive to keep. Say to me, son, it's good to feel you. Though you've not been one of my children for far too long, the truth will sting this skin. A wound jumping into the middle of one of her seas. I fear my tongue, bent like the border in Texas, will coil back, push itself into my throat to apologize and find those right words there in there somewhere. I know it, stuck in between the things I still know how to say and the bad words I taught the cool kids in the 6th grade. Paalam is the Filipino word for goodbye. But if you slow it down the way it might fall out of my careless mouth, it becomes paalam, meaning let me know. Paalam po, nakalimutan ko na po kung paanong makauwi. It seems my feet have forgotten the way home.